especially when the part-time jobs. It's hard because
Mhm.
it's that
Like
catch-22. Like,
experience.
you don't have any
Yeah.
experience because you're starting out, but people want experience to hire you. So how are you going to get that experience?
I
So
know.
programs like Crosby Scholars can help with that. That is a solution to that issue. Now you also do essay review
Oh, yeah.
for college apps, right?
The kids are in the throes right now
Mhm.
of those college applications, and especially if you want to make college week deadline, the deadline for that in October, now's the time to do it. So that's one of the most intimidating things that these students
Yeah.
face. The parents, kind of look at it and it's like, I don't know what the colleges want. Well,
Yeah.
we've got a really good idea about that. So connect with us, and we have WH. Who is our near peer advisor? He's a recent graduate who's kind of
He knows
keyed
the
into the
deal.
college scene, absolutely, and knows his stuff, but also knows what's going to be best on that essay, what's going to play best whenever the folks on the college side are reading it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's great stuff. And financial aid advising, by the way, Dominic, we can't forego mentioning him.
Yes.
If you have a question, if you need some help, we're talking about the cost of fees earlier. There are ways that you can potentially have those fees waived for college
Right.
applications, or if you just need help in connecting about trying to decide between loans versus grants versus scholarships
Right.
versus what have you. Dominic is keyed in on that stuff too. So we've got again a great team that provides so many different services. Go to the website
Yeah.
crosbyscholarsIredale.org,
Yes.
crosbyscholarsIredale.org, and just look around. You can see
Yeah.
what our team does and all the things that are provided.
Well, I can tell you, as a parent of an
Mhm.
11th grader, I already feel a little more at ease because this is a very stressful situation to navigate. So I'm glad that you all are here providing these services.
Very
Yes.
resourceful. I mean, that's the word that comes to mind because I
Yeah.
have a couple kids in college, and these resources are awesome
Yeah.
because you don't really know what you're doing I didn't as a
No,
parent, you
no.
know?
The
So,
essays. Yeah.
And things
and the
change so
students.
rapidly.
Yeah.
Yes. And we do encourage, as Mark mentioned, crosbyscholarsIredale.org. There's a big red button that says apply now up at the top. We encourage students to join early so you don't get to senior year and then say, help me, because we are
Right.
doing things earlier than that in high school so that you are well
Prepared.
prepared. So
Yeah.
yeah, join early. Join now. It is never too early to think about your future after high school, and we want you to
Yes.
be successful.
Absolutely. And we have given many ways to be involved in Crosby Scholars, whether you're a business that you want to give back and help fund some scholarships, whether you are, someone working in Mooresville and you'd love to mentor students and tell them about your career, or if you're a student and would like to sign up, also parents, this is the way to help your students
Yes.
be prepared for college. So that's crosbyscholarsIredale.org. And you can also catch them at 2025 Open House, the Crosby Scholars Open House. That's going to be at the Goodwill Career Center, 124 4th Crescent Place, Statesville, North Carolina, right beside the Home Depot. And that is on September 16th from 5 to 8. But if you want to get the hot dogs and the Mr. Softy, make sure to come from 5 to 7 p.m. You can learn all about Crosby Scholars.
Perfect.
Yes. Thank you both for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thank you,
having
guys.
us.
All right. Well, we have lots going on in Mooresville that we want to talk about. Our arts and events supervisor,
Yeah.
Amy Sherrill, she's going to help us make sure that everybody's informed on all the events that are upcoming.
Yes.
What's
So,
next?
so our next event coming up would be our Rock the Park concert series, Buffett and Beyond, September 5th,
Yes.
Friday.
Because why? Because you
Because
can't.
why not?
Because you can't have. Well, yeah, but you can't have summer without.
Buffett.
That's
Jimmy
right.
Buffett. The
Jimmy
Buffett
Buffett.
Beyond. This is going to be a really, really popular show. So get there early, get your chairs out. We're going to have some fun, have some
Yeah.
beach balls, have some lays,
Yeah.
dance the night away.
Yeah, we get
For
into
sure.
the Buffett theme
Yeah.
for sure.
To end summer, we're
yeah.
kind of coming to an end.
September 5th,
Yes.
6:30 to
September
8:30.
5th, 6:30, 8:30. We'll have food trucks. We'll have a few local breweries there. So come,
Yeah.
bring your family, hang out.
Yeah. And then I want to make sure everyone knows about, especially businesses, organizations, the MS or Mooresville South Iredell Chamber of Commerce Business Expo is coming up. That's at the Charles Mack Citizen Center. That is September 18th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. right there at the Charles Mack in downtown Mooresville. The chamber puts on a great business expo. It's a great way to really, network with other businesses, meet people from the community, tell them about what you do. And you can sign up by reaching out to the Mooresville South Iredell Chamber of Commerce. Also, our
I was
big,
gonna say,
big event coming up.
coming up September 13th, Bands, Brews, and Barbecue.
Yes, this is the third annual Bands, Brews,
Mhm.
and Barbecue
Nice.
Festival. We last year the event was actually given an award, the
Mhm.
Rising Star Award from the North Carolina Association of Festivals and Events. So it was recognized. So we're now an
Very
award-winning
proud of this
festival.
event. Yes.
Yes. But there are, oh my gosh, Amy, there's barbecue.
Yeah, so we'll have at least probably 20 food trucks of serving barbecue primarily or a barbecue dish because we're going to have a barbecue contest. There's also going to be all of our local breweries and more will be there. So we'll have a beer garden area, lots of seating, lots of live stream screens.
Yep.
So we know that Liberty Park's small, so we are providing live stream screens throughout the street. So you don't have to be on the lawn if you
Yeah.
don't want to.
You can hang out in the beer garden
You
and
can
still
hang out
see
on the
the
street,
show.
Church Street. So we're super excited about that. Yeah.
Yes. And then, gosh, right after that, then we'll have Mooresville Motorsports
Yes,
celebration
September 30th.
featuring the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame Walk of Fame induction ceremony.
That's a
Woo!
mouthful. Yes.
I said it.
Yes.
It's a big name.
Greg Biffle and Ryan Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're going to be
inducting.
inducting. So that's exciting. They're big names in the NASCAR industry.
Yeah.
So we're
They're going to
super
get
excited
their
about that.
stars on the Mooresville Walk of Fame. It's just
We're
as
running out of
important,
space,
though.
though. We talked about that. Like, there's lots of
I
lots
know.
of names. Running out of sidewalks. So.
People come just to look at these names and take pictures with their favorite race car drivers. So it's
Have
pretty
to have
cool.
a favorite driver, definitely.
Yeah. Especially if you live in Mooresville.
We'll
I don't
have
care
some
if you're from
classic
here.
cars to look at. We'll have some food trucks. It'll be a
Yeah.
good time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and racing
Tuesday.
themed activities.
Yes.
Like you can actually do this pit stop challenge where you like get to change a car tire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can see if you want to be part of a pit crew.
I've
Yeah.
done that on
Exactly.
I-77 at some point
Yeah.
or another before.
Yeah.
I'm
Feels
sure.
There you
different,
go.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. Practice changing a tire.
Yeah. Time it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's
a good time.
always a fun event.
Yes.
Then after that, we will.
October 16th.
I know it's the big one too.
North Carolina Music Hall of Fame and
Yeah.
inductions.
So at the Mooresville Performing Arts Center, we will actually host. It's also the third annual. For
yes.
the third time, we will host the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Now, the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame does have an actual brick and mortar museum. It's in Kannapolis, so it's about 20-30 minutes from here. They have all of the artists that have come from North Carolina, like Nina Simone. You know, people don't, I think, know who
Fabulous.
who all originated from North Carolina, but they have displays. So they might have like, oh, that's their first guitar they ever played on, or, you know, their clothing that they wore to this big, you know, performance. But it's really cool to see the displays. And it's a big field trip destination because they have this huge map on the wall, and it shows where all the artists are from and you know, in the state, which is very cool because people can kind of pick out their favorite artist and see what part of the state they're from, and you never know who might be from, you know, this region. So
And I
it's
love that
very
North
cool.
Carolina goes from Randy Travis to George
Yeah.
Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's the wide
you got
variety.
everything that you could possibly
Yes.
want right here.
Yes.
So.
It is, and I love that the museum really they make sure to include people from different genres.
Mhm.
So like this year, you know, you're gonna get like a Dexter Romweber or a Chatty Hattie, who was one of the, you know, Charlotte's first Black radio DJs, and then to Luke Combs, like multi-platinum recording artist, country music superstar Luke Combs, who will be inducted this year and will be performing in Mooresville. He is, I read this the other day, he's actually right now the number 2 best-selling country music artist of all time, right behind Garth Brooks.
That's
And like
crazy.
probably gonna surpass him.
Yeah,
still.
I would think so.
Performing in Mooresville.
in
Yeah.
Mooresville on October 16th. The event's 6 to 10 p.m. We are technically sold out of tickets right now. However, I can tell a secret. There will be one last ticket drop, and it won't be a whole lot of tickets, but it'll be a couple hundred that are going to be opening up. We're going to put out a press release and name that date. So there'll be one last ticket drop, but they're not many. So you want to make sure that you log on when those tickets drop and get your last chance to get to see Luke Combs and all the other great inductees that are going to be performing at the Mooresville Performing Arts Center on October 16th,
Exciting.
right here in Mooresville. All right. Well, you can always go find out all the events that are going on in our community, whether hosted by the town, other partner organizations, or great businesses. You can go to mooresvilleevents.com to find out all the great things going on always. We appreciate you listening. We hope you learned something about Crosby Scholars. Crosby Scholars website, too.
CrosbyScholarsIredale.org.
All right. Thank you all and have a great week. We'll see you next week on Heart Mooresville here on WSSE News.
Serving